Oh yeah, so I'd got my vampire ready for Greymoor, but of course the next expansion is also Skyrim related, so I thought I'd also level a Nord as well and then decide which one I'm going to do it on. I've only got a couple of weeks to get this one sorted though. So let's get through all this. At least it means I get to do Sheogorath's quest line again. Because apparently as well, I don't know whether to read a little bit more into it. So Nords get some special things in Greymoor. But then vampires get new skills and stuff like that, I think, as well. I suppose really I should have done a Nord vampire, but I wasn't going to do that.
Oh, how quaint. A mortal. Well, what is it? Here for some spell book? Close the portal if you can, though you may want to deal with those scams later. That was unexpected. Just doing the master. Right this way.
Not at all keen on the shoulders though. I'm not using a costume because I wanted him to look all Nordy as well, so I'm using the Nord armour styles for the stuff I've crafted him. But due to a small cock-up, I ended up making him light shoulders. Don't look at all good.
I'm so. I am. Are you?
If there's anything I can steal. Oh, melons. Yes. Nice to join both mages and fighters guild right at the start. You get, yeah, the talking perks indeed. I mean, the way I've done it now in terms of the order in which I do it with like new characters, because I keep making new characters and then stopping halfway through. So I've only actually got 2 at level cap because I keep remaking them. But so the way I deal with it is I don't do the new expansion stuff. I make straight for Davon's Watch, because I'm at Ebonheart Pact. And then I do the benefactor thing so that you've got the actual, you know, the main quest line sorted. Let's just steal everything first. And then, you know, get myself deposited at Bleakrock Isle. Because what I was doing is I was going straight to Bleakrock Isle first. And doing that, and that was fine. Then you go to Davon's Watch naturally. And then you end up doing the benefactor quest and then getting dumped back in Bleakrock Isle. It's not a major hassle, but it wasn't obviously flowing quite right, the narrative that way. Well, I'm just checking that I have got those now. Yeah, I've got both of those.
Just now I made a deal with your lackey here. How long have you wanted to go?
I'm just wondering if I should morph Sunfire. Is there something else I'm going to use? I'm probably going to use...
Hardly fair. What farce have you contrived this time? Think of it as an adventure. Ha! And don't worry, I've got a surprise for you too. I put a tiny curse on these books, just a small. Long story short, Shal, you can never read these books.
I don't know.
Curse you, mad
Because that does do 2. You can get one where it does 2, can't you?
Be more imaginative, Shal. Like, curse you, mad
Yeah, I'm going to morph it. I'm going to use it for a while, I think.
eternally gnawed by schemers. Unfortunately, I have no more time for constructive criticism. You stay in touch. Curse the man. That's true. I'll sin.
And then speaking of which, so this is the only thing is, of course, now in the old days, you know, you would get a new quest basically each zone, whereas now you can do them at any point you like. So I have to keep sort of remembering just at the end of each zone just to do one, rather than go completely out of whack. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to send it to someone to disenchant. Or deconstruct, rather. Right. So, that's the Mage's Guild for now. And then I'll just go and finish off the Fighter's Guild, because there's another Fighter's Guild thingy. Or indeed, a couple of them in Stonefalls. So I've just done the thing where I first meet Merrick. And what's her face there, Khajiit. Forgotten her name now.
Back so soon.
Ayleaf, that's right.
Nor do I, comrade.
What business?
Right, I'll just tidy up. And dump some stuff in the bank.
How can I?
Right, so the next thing is the bit further down the coast with the dregs. Let's see how quickly I can get Stonefalls done, actually. Because if I'm setting myself a little bit of what are we on now, it is literally 2 weeks away from the new expansion, isn't it? So I do need to spend a few hours each day getting him ready. Hang on a minute. Get books while we're at it as well. Oh, hello. Chest. Oh, God, no. Gonna have to have another go at this. Ah! Rubbish. Didn't get anything useful out of that, did I? And also, as I'd created a Nord, I did have an inkling that I might use Sword and Shield at some point, just for the sake of it. I don't really fancy being a tank or anything. I wouldn't dream of tanking. But just for the hell of it. So that's why I've got on my ability bars Sword and Shield ability, just not really doing anything. Get over the bloody thing. Oh. Oh, hang on. Now, I'm not going to do too many side quests, but there is one side quest that's only just inside here anyway, that I might as well. Oh, there's another chest. One Alshoku is quite weak in damage. Well, I mean, I would hope it is. Just purely for a style side. I mean, normally, of course, because you think about it, I created this character literally to go, okay, well, I've got a vampire, you know, which for Greymoor can make sense. Something to do it through. And I thought, well, you know, I'll do a Nord as well. And then you think to yourself, well, what will you do as a Nord? Whatever it is not going to exactly be optimised. I mean, I'm a casual player anyway, so optimisation doesn't mean anything. But I thought, well, Nord, a little bit tanky. So I've given him, even though obviously I'm just going to be using stamina weapons as I level him up, I have still given him 5 pieces of heavy armour at the moment. Although, albeit with stamina damage set bonuses. Because it doesn't really matter for what I'm going to be doing. But I did think, well, if it's going to be a Nord, I might as well at least give him sword and board. But yeah, I haven't decided. At the moment, I'm using a two-hander rather than dual wield. And I've made his level 20 weapon to be that as well. At level 30, I may switch it up and go dual wield for a bit. Oh no, I don't want to use a seat. Which is sort of reverse of what I did with my stamina necromancer. I had him starting out. Oh no. I had him starting out as dual wielding, and then I changed him to two-hander. Although part of me wants to go back to dual wielding again now. It is funny getting used to the different classes though, because one thing I keep wanting to do is to steal their souls when I've finished looting them, like I would on the necromancer, but nothing to do on this one but move on to the next victim. The second named clan fair I've done in the last few minutes. Right, I'm on completely the wrong level now, aren't I? Where that other one came from? Everything seems to be alive around where they are. Oh. Don't forget to steal everything. It's like a Morbus strip, this. I don't normally have difficulty getting to the Sky Shard. It is probably this way, though. Okay, alright, I think I see. Oh. Right, yes. I mean, I did sort of create a Dragonknight as well. I thought, might as well go for the whole hog. But I've done this before, I just stopped. I hate Dragonknights. I absolutely detest them. I've tried making them in the past, do not enjoy them. So he's just going to be a stamina Templar. With a few points in magicka and health just to show willing. Oh, recipes. You don't enjoy the Nightblade, dressed him up like a paladin and use skills from the Fighters Guild in 200. Well, I mean, that is the thing you can do, isn't it? You get a class. I mean, if you're not going to use any of the class skills, then it actually makes no difference what class you've got, does it? I mean, I haven't leveled up a Nightblade. I don't... There's nothing particularly about them that I don't enjoy. Oh, have I upset someone else? Tell you what I would quite like though, I'm going to have to think about what ultimate, because the ultimates I've chosen on this I'm not really using very well, because they're sort of area of effect ones, which I'm not really taking on much at once. But it may be that I have to just wait for a suitable one, with a two-handed skill line or something. I was really liking the vampire one on my necromancer. But the necromancer has quite a good ultimate of its own. Your first character was Nightblade because you thought they can, oh, only they can stealth when you learn. Yeah. Well, everyone can sneak. I mean, they have a sort of proper invisibility, don't they, for a very short period of time, and a little teleport strike thing, which I think actually is called teleport strike now that I think about it. I mean, the other advantage to the ones I tend to gravitate towards, which would be Templar, Necromancer and Warden, although I haven't got a Warden up either. That really needs to be my next job after Greymoor. After I've done Greymoor, is obviously they get healing spells. So if you get yourself into a little bit of bother, you know, you can just you've got, I mean, you sometimes have some healing options, I suppose, on the others without a resto staff. But am I going the right way here? I'm not going the right way. But I really, yeah, the Dragonknight is the one I've really never got along, and I've really tried. But I just find them irritating. I even leveled one up a reasonable way to get a few of the skills down. I just thought, I don't enjoy any of the Dragonknight skills. Right, where are we off to? Oh, there's another. Can we get up here? Or do I have to go around? Yeah. Probably have to go around. Don't like doing massive AoE damage with dragon wings. Yeah, I mean, little ultimate isn't gonna make up for the fact that all of the abilities, and in lots of them get, you know, there's a number of classes that get nice little AoE abilities. I mean, the Necromancer gets a very nice one, unfortunately. Well, I don't even mean that one. But I don't actually use it on the necromancer, ironically, because I'm using the vampire bats. And yet another clan fear. Right, I want that book before I go chasing off. Oh, where the... It's not down there, is it? Hang on, where's another book that's basically the same? Soddy now. Yeah, I haven't really used fighter skill stuff. I'll tell you what they used to have. Oh, there it is. And they changed it. So when the game first came out, silver bolts, was it? Let me just, hold on, let me just get on my horse. See that, you know, that used to stun undead and Daedra. No, it doesn't do that. I don't remember whether that was the morph or just the standard one. So I always used to take silver bolts. But I don't really bother anymore. What does it do now? There's that. Doesn't do anything. Just does damage. Go on then. Fire skill, crossbow skill morphs into an AoE-like attack. Also the protection thing morphs into a damage reduction and healing and shield skill. Might be good for the next chapter.
My master has plans for your pure soul, Merrick. You should feel honored.
Merrick, comrade.
I know Trap Beast is quite a popular one, isn't it? A lot of people quite like that. Never really used that. Mind you, I have only really got access to it on one character. I know I could get it on the Crown store for my others, but sod that. When I don't, you know, particularly use them. Right then, let's have a little look down here. Is it up slightly on top of the cliffs? That would be annoying. Alright, another delve. You only get to play about once a week, officially sold your life to work. Yeah, I mean, I do something similar. I do get to play it a bit more than that at the moment. But I don't get to play games in general nearly as much as I used to. But more than I was able to last year. Because that's when I really was splitting my time across work. about 2 different jobs really, as I was transitioning. I mean, the main issue with me is there's several MMOs I would like to actively play, albeit casually, but still, you know, regularly. And that is not really possible, but at the moment I am enjoying my ESO. It's very, very good just for, you know, playing casually. Tell you what, let's go and do... No, I'll get the Sky Shard first, then I'll go down there. Oh, one more, yes. I said that, and then I was thinking I was doing the boss first. I'm not. Right, steal the foodie things. Ooh, mint. I mean, the other ones were World of Warcraft, of course, and then Star Wars: The Old Republic. Lord of the Rings Online, at the moment, I'm struggling to be able to load it up. So, I've had problems like that before with it. Ah, have I missed the boss. Ah, there it is. Oh, was that me leveling up? Been enjoying leveling up every class in WoW. But your Vulpera DK is an abomination. Yes, Vulpera are. I've not, I mean, since I've been in the alpha, I've not done anything on live, and I sort of do need to. Otherwise, I'll have not a lot, or not everything that I wanted doing, getting ready for actually when Shadowlands itself is live. But again, I've just been spending like my so-called like free recreation time on games on this, just to get the characters up, because the only character I had at level cap was a Magicka Templar, which I do like, but I thought do something a bit more, you know, characterful for Greymoor, and it's either going to be a vampire or a Nord. And I just thought vampire because I don't really want a Nord, because I thought, oh, Nord, well, that's tanky, I don't want to do a tank. And then when I'd done the vampire, I just thought, you know, what are you on about? Because I only play casually anyway, it doesn't matter. I could have a Breton stamina Nightblade if I wanted. No one's going to judge me. I almost did a Nord Sorcerer just to take the piss. You like the Necromancers, but you don't have the 80 days played in him like you do your main. See, that's the thing, I don't have... well, I'm not sure what I would gain by just playing my magical one anyway. I mean, he's got more skills, but then my Magicka Templar, also has a lot of skill points spent. Well, there's a lot of skill points you could still get. I've hardly done anything on him really, but I've spent quite a lot of them on the crafting skills to make sure that he has all of the crafting stuff. It just makes it easier, I think, to have it on one character. Now on my vampire, I mean, I have alchemy and provisioning, which I haven't, you know, which it's sensible for everyone. This one's got alchemy and provisioning, although I won't have developed it up by the time the expansion comes out. But I also, on the vampire, did dual crafting and enchanting. I'm not really sure why, if I'm completely honest, because there's absolutely no gain in doing so. But I've done it, so whatever. But the Necromancer, it was a bit of a revelation doing the Necromancer as stamina, because when Elsewhere came out, again I wanted to do a little characterful character, because, you know, the Necromancer is the new class and there's all necromancery stuff, and I thought and that was, I'd actually not leveled a Necromancer. I actually was going to do the Necromancer from scratch. You know how when you create a new character it automatically puts you into the latest expansion. I thought, I'm going to do that, I'm going to experience that, see what it's like. I'll do that as the Necromancer. But I made the Necromancer a Magicka Necromancer, and I just didn't like it, didn't get on with it, was not enjoying it. So I ended up doing Elsewhere on my Magicka Templar instead. And then, getting ready for this, I just hit upon the idea of doing a Vampire Necromancer. I thought I might as well go double underground, and made it a Stamina Necromancer, and I actually really enjoy it. I still need to sit down with, I get more skill points on it at some point, and just think to myself, right, there's probably some skills I haven't picked up that I might enjoy as well, that I haven't tried out. Oh dear, fly pissing me off. But as I say, at the moment on that vampire, he'll do nothing until Greymoor comes out, and then I'll decide whether I'm going to go. I'm still probably leaning more towards the vampire, and I think that is because I didn't play Skyrim. I've never played any of the actual Elder Scrolls games. So, you know, the obvious appeal for doing a Nord in Skyrim and having all that nostalgia, I mean, it doesn't represent any nostalgia to me at all. Hate to say it, but you hated the last chapter. You don't know why. You love the cats and the Khajiit. I don't know what I thought about it really. I think I don't play it enough to get really involved to be able to judge it like that. I think is one issue for me. Oh dear. I had another look at the new Greymoor trailer again today, which still didn't help me decide whether I want Nord or Vampire. But again, if anything, I would lean more towards the Vampire. But we'll see when we get to this point. Story-wise, you thought the High Elf expansion was the best. What? Somerset. Yeah, I only actually did the main quest line in Somerset very recently, actually.
Covenant have gone. She's on their ship. Help, please.
Where is book? Oh, I can do books later. Technically haven't finished Varden, Morrowind, sorry. The main quest line. Because I kept... Do you know, when that came out, I played it for a bit and then I stopped playing it. And, you know, at the time I was doing all the side quests and stuff like that. And then when I stopped playing it and then with another character, and I just kept stopping and starting it and didn't know where I was. So I've never actually done that one through really properly. I still haven't finished doing my Sigic skill line. With the exploration bits. Now I have to remember the last time I did this bit I went onto the boat and I rescued one person and then forgot about the main person and had to go back. So let's try and avoid that scenario this time. But yeah, I think the downside for me with only, you know, not constantly playing it all the time, as in, you know, and I keep not playing it for like months at a time by that, is you don't do a lot of these side quests and stuff. Or you do and then you don't do the main quests or something. Right, so here is the person that last time I... Oh, shit. Where did you come from? Doesn't matter. Oh, someone else? Huh? Who's shooting at me?
I knew. Do not despair. The dead depend on you. You must consecrate.
Right. So yeah, this time we will not forget the person I'm actually here to rescue. Have the apples.
You don't look to be Daggerfall. Thank the three. I'll rally my soldiers and leave Argonians all.
What the hell? Someone's trying to shoot me through the bloody door. Oh, for God's sake. Oh my God. Will you stop it? This has never happened before. Can't get through the bloody door. Oh my goodness. Right, this... No, I thought they'd just about stopped shooting at me long enough to get through the door. This has not occurred. Right, this is a problem. We're going to have to log out here, aren't we? Can't log out in combat. Yeah, of course. Can I transport out? Can't do that during combat. This is spectacular, this is. Oh, Jesus. Right, we may have to pull the plug on this and load the game back in. What the hell? I haven't got any other ideas. That's not going to work. Right, okay. I'm just going to have to quit it and reload. And then it'll tell me for about half a minute that I can't log in because the character's already logged in, won't it? I have never had this before. Now that I think about it, it's probably the only game, the only MMO I'll have played where there's nothing you can do about that. This account is already logged in. Of course it is. Of course it is. See you later. Excellent. I wonder how long it takes to get out. Oh, good. Right, at least I'm out of this one. Right, hooray.
Legions of Akaviri invaded our shore. They came killing and burning, though we never knew why.
Well, random werewolf jumps out. Yeah, I haven't actually created a werewolf. I'm not wholly sold on the idea, but if I haven't been able to think of what would I make? Wouldn't necessarily. I mean, a Nord werewolf might work to a certain degree. Hang on a minute. I'm forgetting something. Ah. Oh my god, who's shooting at me again? I wonder if that was the guy who was stopping me getting out.
You've been in the belly of the Covenant's beast. Coral. Fool. You think to tame the core? I'll see you dead.
Die, Akaviri! Die!
Okay. Well, it is. This is what I always say. It's absolutely ideal casual game. Oops, I need another experience roll. No, I'm missing something here. So I'm playing it quite a bit. Although, you know, the fact that another expansion's coming out, and I want. I've always managed to mess up every ESO expansion. Like I started playing when all of them came out, but I didn't play. I was just been saying, I didn't play Morrowind for long enough to, because I kept picking up all the quests, doing all the side quests and stuff. But I didn't play it long enough, so I never actually finished the main quest line. And I really wouldn't like to just go back now because I've lost the thread. So I'd like to do it on another character and just start it from scratch. But that is now for later because there's another expansion coming out. Then, what was there? There was Somerset then, wasn't there? And again, I started playing that and just only very recently even finished the main quest line on that. And again, you sort of forget everything that was done in the bits where you weren't playing it. And then elsewhere, I thought, I know I'm going to do this right. I'll play it as a necromancer, level 1 necromancer. I'll start off a necromancer and I'll just play it through and see what it's like playing through an expansion on that character. And then, you know, it just turned out I picked the wrong one because I did not enjoy the Magicka necromancer. Had I picked the stamina necromancer, that might have worked out fine. So for this expansion, I am determined. Absolutely determined. Oh, see you later, Sir Caleb. Absolutely determined that I'm going to go, right, I'm going to use this character and it's all going to be dandy. And I'll even pick up the side quests. I'm just going to play it until it's all done. We shall see.
My friend, can you hear me? The coral is dying.
Main was a stamina template lately. Been playing the stamina sword. Come on. Yeah, I haven't come round to trying something like that yet. Obviously, when I first started playing, I was just following normal archetypes, which is why I was all over the place with the Templar. But with a Sork, it would have been definitely a Magicka one, Nightblade, stamina, you know, and so on. So the first one that doesn't normally fit that I've actually done is a stamina necromancer, which is very good.
I will not lie. I'm scared of what's to come, but I'm glad that you and Gollin are here with me.
It's quite tricky, this one, as I remember.
Goodbye.
We will.
Just in case I need a potion, because she's quite unpleasant, this particular little boss. You only have one necro, made him stamina, kind of made him like a ghost pirate. Yeah. Well, I mean, mine was sort of very, I mean, he's a vampire.
You're too late. The heart is mine.
I don't really want to freeze either if it's all the same to you.
Have a taste of lightning.
Carhartt. Keep it safe. The coral and I can now live without it.
Right. But yeah, like I say, hopefully I can get this leveled up. And then in time for me to work out what sort of transmog I want to give him. I want him to look very I quite like when you look at the sort of the cinematic versions that kept coming out in the early parts of the game. The Nord character in that. I want it to look exactly the same. But, you know, not dissimilar. Now, I don't have any particularly Nordy costumes, although you do get one with Greymoor, but I don't have access to that until it is actually released. Where am I? Where's this here priestess? Oh, alright, let's do this first then.
Well, you're a warmer in Ebonheart. The Brothers of Strife, you've done well here. It's a vital...
Did you find the Vexed children? One day, the other. One with them.
Right, what are we on? Right, I think we'll do Way Shrine and then clear out bags again and then come back and over there for the Fighters Guild bit.
You there. How would you like to do something worthwhile?
Hang on a minute, I haven't done my stable thing today, have I?
We raise fire.
Oh, there you are. Bit slow for some reason.
All value.
Oh, we're ignoring you. Not doing side quests here. Especially as the first one involves getting drunk and beating up nods. I do actually quite like the side quests in this area, but like I say, I'm just after doing the main quest lines. Fighters Guild, Mage Guild, each zone's main quest lines and the main story. Oh, what's this? I might have a look at a couple of these in a bit after I've done this first thing. Yofnir.
Comrade, I am Yofnir Iceblade, or Agit.
Oh, did I lose some weight recently? Well, not so much recently now, but certainly since I was doing these this content more regularly. It's about over the last year, yes, a lot of weight. It has sort of slowed down now.
She almost had me. Just need a moment to recover. I heard her communing with the Lord of Lies. Comrade.
So actually, in the last 6 months, no, I would have lost very little. But if you, it's like the last year and 6 months, yes, quite a lot. Health well, yes, it was a surgeon very kindly took away my stomach, or the vast majority of my stomach at any rate. Yeah, I've not been doing that much apart from these streams. I've not been doing that much. I have got a few.
You are the sun on my most
WoW videos I want to get lined up, and obviously when Greymoor comes out, inevitably I'll do something on my thoughts on that. But I am, yeah, so I'm not really getting time to do enough gaming to actually then also do enough actual content on the channel. But there should be in the next week, there should be a couple of WoW ones at any rate, based on the Shadowlands. Mostly those ones would be Paladin related ones.
You're the hero who defeated Alexandra Canal at Vivek's Antlers.
But at the moment, yeah, I'm sort of so Tuesday evenings are streaming ESO. I mean, I'm just basically I'm just using it as my non-WoW game stream. But at the moment, I'm playing ESO. Sundays, I am streaming WoW, which at the moment is Shadowlands Alpha. Slightly different times though. That's sort of 8 till 10 UK time. Alright, where am I off to? And then the videos just as and when I can. Because the thing is, like, you know, those sort of videos, gaming videos, take quite a while to make. And I am very, very busy with work. I changed sort of career and well, Semi did, and created one where you would think I'd have loads and loads of spare time, but in actual fact it is basically none. Where am I going? I don't know where I'm actually going. It should not be this way. Right, sort of want to get books if I'm not having to go miles out of my way. But then what I generally did with the Necromancer is did the main quest line in the zone, and then when I'd finished that zone, before I went on to the next, I would go around and just pick up any sky shards and books that I'd missed out. It's going to save me time if I get these way shrines, I think, here. So I'm not going to go miles out my way to get the books as I just pass through. Another book down here. It'll be in that building, won't it? Yes. Come on, come on, come on. There we go.
It's not safe here. highest always fight us.
Right. Quest, please. Thank you.
Oh, only good. Oh, they managed to take.
Did those spiders just ignore me? I think they must have just spawned in. So they seem to just ignore me. How many... Oh, I've got 6 skill points to spend at some point. Well, let's have a look here. Leave that as it is. I haven't done the public dungeon in this zone either. I've usually done that by now, so I'll have to remember that before I go to the next zone when I've done this. Oh, have I missed the boss? Balls. Oh well, let's come back for him. Nightblade showing off with her teleporting skills. Oh, and we're back. Now, no, I'll go this. I thought there was another quicker way back, and there may be, but I'll just go this back the way I came. You know, every time I see a Nightblade, I do think I want to make a cool ninja Nightblade. But for some reason, I never really stick with them. I don't know why. It's not that I don't like them. And I am always on the lookout for my perfect character, the character where everything just clicks. I quite, you know, the Magicka Templar's nice. And I have quite liked the Stamina Necromancer. Which, you know, I still say is the one I'm most likely to use in Greymoor, but it's possible this one. And the Warden's quite nice as well. I can't believe I haven't made a Warden up to level cap yet. But there's always little things that you just think, nah, not sure about this.
Ah, you're back. Those crap.
Right, there's a waste shrine. Right, book. Oh, goblins. Oh, hello. Right, now let's hope it's an easy way back up. Yes.
Run. Goblins have overrun our fields.
There we are. Oh, let's go back down the safe way.
No, not the Covenant.
Huh. Oh.
For the love of the three.
What?
Right.
crossbones. Garrett.
By the my spy, you're the only one.
Are they making a mess? Alright, let's just get this book first. Is it in the building?
Did you find it? Now you can see why that old lizard.
Oh yeah, I was going to have a look at some of these, wasn't I? See what that looks like. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh, it's about as far from... There is like a treasure hunting thing in Greymoor. I need to... Actually, I don't know. I keep saying I need to read up a bit more about some of the stuff that's in Greymoor. But then somebody thinks, well, maybe what I do need to do is just wait a bit and just find it out as I play it. Yeah, I don't think I really have anything that screams Nord here. So we'll keep that for now. Oh no, it's this. It's the bit where I have to be a wisp.
I've gathered some of them.
And someone else has just gone in as well. And sometimes that can help you, and sometimes hinder you. Oh. Right. Come on, hurry up. Sometimes the timing can just screw you as well. No, don't pull it, for God's sake. Right. Something wicked this way comes. No, balls. Oh, they've just tried to run for it. So this is where it can help me, because I'll just go past them. You can never make a run for it.
Like eels, we still have. It's time after.
Right, okay.
We'll meet you in the secured area. For the pact. Excellent work. Meet Walks in Ash and me when you're finished.
Hmm.
Too late. He's gone. Too late for me.
Hmm. Nothing to steal here, is there?
The yacht is secure. That covenant we can't. You'll face. go find Sarian. We'll join you as soon as we've recovered our strength.
Alright, this is just going to be endless, isn't it? Oops, God. Oops. Shouldn't have wasted all my stamina.
We've done it. The general is dead. No, I must not fail. Not Garin! Not Garin! A daggerful covenant took my son. Tanva. No. Coral Heart is too powerful. No, Hogan. The Covenant must pay! Tanvar, what have you done?
We're doing for inventory space, we're alright.
Shaw's bones. He's planning to use absolute. Go, my friend. I'm wounded, Sadar.
Right. Okay, I've got a right load of skill points to use here. Radial, is it worth me? Oh, we'll get that. Not sure about those. Not quite far enough with that. I haven't been getting any of these either. Right, start getting some of my racials as well. Even though I don't really rate those ones. Oops. None of those yet. Oh. That's good. Not bothered about that. Not much point in taking those yet. Right. Still got 2 for emergencies. heading to there.
My apprentice thinks he's the archmage of a college.
Oh no, I'd get that sky shard naturally when I go to the next zone. Leave that, but I need this delve, don't I? Where is the entrance to this thing? Oh, hello. Come on, it's her. Oh, I'll get in here first. I've just realised I haven't put on my level 20 togs yet. Right, let's have a look.
How can I help you?
So what do we want? That one. That one. Yeah, level 21. Twenty. Right, they're all right. And then replace the level 4 one. Don't think I've got any to replace the others. Right.
Hello there.
And let's get rid of all the other stuff. Okie dokie. forgot to have my X out. That was not the ultimate I intended to use. Never mind. Where are you going to sneak in from? I attracted some attention. Right, is there a quick way out of here? Yes.
Now's a bad time.
The savior of dark. I don't. Please, everyone dress holds a magical.
Right, I think I'll do the delve first. Only got like about just over 10 minutes anyway. Get the way shrine. Oh, hello. What was that about? Oh, leave. Right, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that's the one we want. Am I going the right way? Yeah. Right. Don't really have time to start any more quests. I'm just going to get a couple of books and then get back to Davon's Watch and turn in this, clear the bags basically. Hello.
Outlander!
Which side is it? Oh, it's up there, I think. Yes. Took a while to register. Oh, hello. Right, well, that's no good. Right then.
business brings you here?
Oh, yeah, Alias. To try Vimto. Good. I always say, you know, sometimes I'll have drinks and I have them for a bit and then you get tired and want something else. Vimto is the one I never get tired of. To be tired of Vimto is to be tired of life. Never heard of anyone getting tired of that. Although at the moment what I actually have is something, it is sort of Vimto, but it's Vimto mixed with something else, because that's the other thing I do sometimes. Mix two different types, and that's what I'm having tonight is Vimto with mango and apple. I'm going to sell this bloody bookcase as well. Don't want that. Don't really want that either. But I've come to the end of this for tonight. I need to get off. Enjoy this delicious mushroom crunch. It is absolutely, I absolutely love it. But I'm going to have to get off now anyway. Thanks very much for coming on. I'll be on again Sunday, as I say, with some World of Warcraft Shadowlands Alpha again. But until then, have a good evening, everyone, and I will see you later.